And as the search continues for more victims, volunteers from our region are doing what they can to help survivors. KZI 9 News reporter Rhoda Kraus is live in the studio to show us more about how a Eugene group is reaching out to help. Rhoda?
Matt, the American Red Cross responds to disasters nationwide, including the mudslide in Washington. And volunteers from the Oregon Pacific chapter in Eugene are doing what they can to help. It's been 4 days since a deadly mudslide in Oso, Washington.
This is the carnage. This right here in front of me was the highway.
24 confirmed deaths, and the search continues for those who are still missing.
Over here, we have stock of some of the stuff we give out on a disaster.
The American Red Cross sent out about 100 volunteers to help on site.
We make sure people have access to the basic human needs, so they have access to food, shelter, and clothing.
And that includes several volunteers from the Eugene area.
It's really important to be able to bring people from an outside area in. One, in any given area, it's hard to have enough people trained and experienced in a disaster response to be able to handle it.
But also to give volunteers in the Eugene area the experience to deal with disaster.
So if something happens at any given time, they've had some experience ahead of time to help locally.
The Red Cross says it will have volunteers on site for weeks to come, including those from Eugene.
Especially with responses like this, it's an ongoing thing. So people might go out for 2 to 3 weeks, and then we send a couple more.
So far, 30 people are staying in the Red Cross shelters.
The shelters that we operate in, you're going to see a lot of these blankets given out.
That and emergency kits.
It's a whole spectrum of different things. So it's everything from combs to toothpaste to shampoo, all the stuff you don't necessarily grab.
Even though it doesn't seem like much, the Red Cross says the kits will help survivors who have lost everything. The Red Cross says anyone who wants to help can make donations to its disaster relief fund, but they're also encouraging anyone interested in volunteering for future events to contact them about getting involved. Live in the studio, Rhoda Kraus, KZI 9 News.